If you know what you're getting into, if you know this game at its core is not a realistic medieval game at all, now you may begin to have fun, and that is exactly what happened for me. For a free-to-play medieval PvP game that's playable right now, I really wasn't expecting much, especially since it is coming from Nexon, a company known to create games filled with microtransactions. I wasn't much on board with this game from the beginning, and a lot of other people as well, as we can tell if you take a look at the comments from the game's trailer. Unfortunately, the first impressions weren't all that impressive, though thanks to Steam Next Fest, which is happening as we speak, which brings an absolute ton of free demos, I was able to give Warhaven a try and see what it was all about. I'm not losing anything from doing this, so why not check it out? Well, I did play some hours with it and was pleasantly surprised by how fun the gameplay is, and for just a demo, it already has a ton of features to try out and test for ourselves. It's got different characters, tons of different maps to try, and different heroes to transform into, because yes, if you get enough kills you can transform into a full-on 5 fantasy heroes that will cause havoc on the map, and each are completely different than the other. This is where a lot of people lost interest in the game, as it became more than just a medieval combat game but something more fantasy. Again, if you already know this before going into Warhaven, it is a really good time in my opinion. I swear this game is one of those games that are better when you play it than simply watching a trailer or a gameplay of it on YouTube. But hey, you're still here, so let me tell you what you're getting into. It's essentially a mix of For Honor and a bit of Mordhau, where you and your team of 16 players against 16 other players are tasked to capture points around the different maps that you're playing, and the teams that has the most points claim victory at the end. It's pretty simple, but for a fast-paced medieval fighting game, it is exactly what it needs, and you begin by choosing your own character, which as you gain levels will evolve and bring new weapons, armors, skins, and so on. Newcomers will adapt to Warhaven's combat system pretty easily, while masters will refine their skills with every match. Swinging your weapon or raising your guard is as simple as just clicking your mouse, but players looking to challenge themselves a little bit more and get multiple kills will need to reach the true potential of the game's fast-paced and nuanced combat. At first, everyone just clicks every button and then see what it does, but once you get the hang of it, you can do a lot more than that, and the game is beautiful as well. It's realistic but also fantasy. It just feels great. There's destruction, the graphics feel great, the movements, the animation, it's all really cool. You can cut down multiple opponents with a single well-placed sword swing, or shatter an enemy into an explosion of stone with a devastating blow of your hammer. You can also keep the pressure on your enemies by taking control of different cannons, ballistas, and war machines. Every soldier has the potential to incarnate as an immortal as well, which are the heroes, and each immortal fights with their own distinct powers. Once you get to choose, you can offer your faith to the immortal most suited to the obstacles that you face, from the devastating swordplay of Martyr to the long-range magic of Raven, for example. This game really does some cool things. For example, its map, they are so realistic and they are so well made. It's awesome to play on it, and the weapons as well are really cool. Let me know what you all think of it, and please support the video if you like my content, and of course please subscribe to stay tuned.
You are the avatar of death. You should not use all this power.
Don't give up on me now.
They have taken the respawn foothold. They'll be able to use it as a forward base.
You picked the wrong fight.
The enemy has stolen a main foothold.